it does help if I turn the thing to go. Anyway, hello and welcome to Wish Upon a Disney. Today we're going to do one of the questions, the fast questions from people. And today's question is, how do you beat the heat? So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so the question is, how do you beat the heat? Now, in both California and Florida, the temperatures can get easily to 100 during the summer. Uh, as I said, I think I've never been to Disney World in the summer. I've been to Florida in September and it was really hot. So I assume that, all summer it gets hot and probably humid. In California, you have a drier heat, but it definitely gets hot. Now, I'm going to tell you, for me, being the San Franciscan I like my fog, and I do not like heat. I am happy if it stays cold at 60 and hot, maybe 80. Those, put me in between there and I'm okay. But I am not a hot person. I hate the heat. It just makes me lethargic and I just want to take a nap. So anyway, how do you beat the heat? So I have some tips and hopefully this will help you. First tip is know what time of year you're going to go. I have to admit, I do not like I love Disneyland, and I probably wouldn't say no, but if I'm planning a trip, I do not plan it between June and September. Maybe late September, but not even early September, because I know that is a hot time in California. I'd probably do the same one in Florida as well. It's just, I don't have that much fun, and so I don't plan my trips about that time. Then when I'm there, and I know it's going to be a hot day, the next tip is to, think about what you're going to do in that day, and then do some of the outdoor rides first thing in the morning. It probably doesn't get hot till like 11 or noon, so you have some time in the morning, and then plan for those inside rides or the shows when it gets hot. I love It's a Small World when it's a hot day. Nothing better than 14 minutes of cool air in the song, or I miss it. I used to love Aladdin because that was 45 minutes in air conditioned. And I'm sure it's the same when we went to Florida, though it wasn't hot, so I didn't have to worry about it. It did get warm, but it wasn't hot. But it's the same concept. Go to the shows in the middle of the day when it's hot. And then once it turns to be about 5 o'clock, come back, go back, to the outside world and go back outside, because that's when it's cooling off and it's just so comfortable. Let's see, what are some of my other ones? Oh, the other one is make sure you eat lunch between like 2 or 3. Make it a late lunch where you can sit down and get away from the heat, and not take up your ride time or your shopping time. This is from a piece that I have actually on my Wish Upon a Disney called Beat the Heat at Disneyland, a mom's tip. This tip I don't necessarily like, but because it's just not my style. But for some people, when it gets really hot, about 12 or 1 to about 4, go back to your hotel, go swim. That one's fun. I just, I don't want to go back to my hotel. I want to stay. I'm like, from morning to closing, Disney. That's just me. Let's see, what's another one? Here's a good one. Here's a good ride. Okay, let's say it's a really hot day and you want your Dole Whip, but you don't want to stand in line. Whoever you're with, take a couple, because the lines get long, as many of you know, even though they do have orders now. But either do it online and order it and then go pick it up. But if you aren't going to stand in line, switch off. Take turns. Drink lots of water. maybe you can get some ice. The water is free. If you can refill your cup. You can refill it with ice and have ice water. That is a good tip, and it also saves you money. Let's see, what is Hyperion? As I said, that's great. The shows are just great for being cool. And the other one is, when it's the hottest time of the day, I will take the train in circles, maybe 3 or 4 times. That's one of my favorite tips. And let's see, what else is there? Okay, you can ride and then I've noticed it's different. When we were in Disney World, I noticed that a lot of their queues or their lines are covered in indoors. In Disneyland, maybe because they're not quite that hot or they weren't preparing for the heat, they are not. So, just look for the lines that are indoors. And let's see, do I have any more? Last would be, I don't know if I mentioned this one at the beginning. Did I? No, do your rides in the morning and do your rides in the evening that are outside, and in the middle, do all the other stuff. That, I think, is it. Keep hydrated. Some tips of drink lots of water. You can get free water. You can use one of those little fans too. I don't find them helpful, and I don't want to walk around like that. But if it's that hot, I would. So anyway, those are my tips. If you have any other tips, please leave them below. We can make this an even better tip page with your expertise, or your, as I say, golden nuggets of advice. So please leave them below. And if you don't mind this video, or maybe hit subscribe. I'd love to get some more subscribers. And don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it. Anyway, that is it for today. I will see you in the next video.